Alright, me babbers, Bristolian Dave back here once again, and I know this is not a weight loss journey episode. I know. This is an update for my physical media collection. So like I said, guys, this is an update for my physical media collecting. I know it's been a long time. I know. A lot of things have changed and happened since then. A lot. Like, I've changed so much about the way I collect now. So we're going to go through it. We're going to let you know sort of like how I used to collect, as well as what I changed and what I did, and what I'm going to do going forward. Before I get into it, make sure if you haven't already, and it's been a while since I've said this, so let's see if I can remember it, subscribe to the channel, guys. All right, I appreciate you. Make sure you like the video, because the YouTube algorithms appreciate that, and the YouTube God also appreciates comments. Do leave a comment, guys. I appreciate all comments I get. I try and reply to every single comment, and I love chatting with you guys, because like I said before, some of you guys are so knowledgeable, a lot more knowledgeable than me, and it's great to impart that knowledge and learn a few things, and might have a couple of questions as we go through this. So, how I used to collect. So, if you watched my channel previously, if you haven't, feel free to go back and watch any videos you want. But if you watched my channel previously, you'll know that I basically picked up pretty much anything and everything that even slightly took my fancy. I picked up a ton of DVDs and Blu-rays. I would pick them up if they're cheap. And if it was just even something that I looked at and was like, oh, that seems interesting, I'd pick it up. I had a lot of charity shop hunting, and I found a lot of stuff. So things have changed there as well. So first of all, let's talk about each format. So DVDs. I've stopped buying DVDs, mostly. So like I said before, I used to pick up anything and everything. I've still got some stuff to show you guys that I picked up before from a while ago. But I'll explain then. And the main thing I'll be getting on DVD these days will be anime, so Japanese animation, because some of it isn't available on high def, so I will be getting that. Also, the odd title here and there that just isn't available on anything else, but I don't see that being very often, if I'm honest. One of the reasons for that is I don't frequent charity shops quite as much anymore, because I got to a point where I wasn't really finding much. Like, you got lucky every now and again, but I wasn't really finding much. So when I pass them, I do go in them, but I don't make the special journey anymore. Unfortunately, I just found that the shops in my area are starting to run out of good stuff. But that's fine. Blu-ray. So, I'm still collecting Blu-ray. My Blu-ray collection is now all, apart from special editions and things like that, are all in sleeves now, same as my DVDs. They're all sleeved up. I could do a video showing that, and so you guys can see what it is. You can see a little bit sort of there. Some of the unwatched ones, but all my watched ones as well, all in sleeves. It's space saving. That's the main thing I wanted to do with my whole change, was space save, because I was running out. And I'm very much more selective on what I buy now as well. I get TV shows and movies, both Blu-ray and DVD, I've cut way back on. I actually traded in an absolute ton and gave a load to charity as well. TV and box sets. The primary amount I have left is up there, and still unsure if I'm going to, once I've watched them, get rid of them or keep them. But I was finding with the TV box sets and DVD, those were the things that I was revisiting the least, so it made less sense to keep them. I did keep some stuff that, like some of my favorite shows, for example, like Sons of Anarchy, comedy shows like Friends, things like that, How I Met Your Mother, stuff like that, just because those are easy to revisit. So yeah, that dropped down But what it did mean is that I do have quite a few, I say quite a few, a couple £100 in CEX vouchers. Because there was some of the stuff I had which was a little bit rarer that they gave me a little bit more money for. And no, I could have got more, obviously, if I sold it myself individually. I didn't have the time, I didn't have the patience, and I didn't have the willpower to do that. So it was easy to just take it to CX. I have one more bag to take, which should be another between £30 to £40 worth of voucher. But again, even in CX, it's getting hard for me to find stuff I want because I have so much. So yeah, I've been holding on to the vouchers for a little while. 4K, if I'm honest, not that fussed. Blu-ray is fine for me. I obviously see the difference between Blu-ray and 4K, but it's not a big enough difference that it makes too much of an issue for me. So in order to save money and space, generally I will go with the Blu-ray or wait for the Blu-ray to come down in price now. Is what it is. Yeah, that's that. Steelbooks. I still have all my steelbooks. They've been put to the side, moved, and I'm not buying steelbooks anymore. I found that I was paying way too much for something where I could, like I said, if I just want to watch the movie, I could get the Blu-ray or the 4K. I don't need the steelbook. It's not to say I'm getting rid of them. It's not to say I won't ever go with steelbooks again. But for now, it's not in my remit. It's not something I'm super passionate about now. So I'm not doing it. A lot of this as well has been to make way for a couple of other hobbies that have re-emerged. One thing you should know about me, if you don't already, is I'm what you would call a hobbyist. So I have multiple hobbies. I have a lot of hobbies, and I tend to cycle through them every now and again. Some stick around a lot longer than others, and some are always there. My physical media hobby will always be there, but the ones that have creeped through over the last couple of years and are now pretty much the same stage as the physical media hobby is collecting trading cards. So that was something I needed a bit of space for, and you can see just behind me there, part of the collection is growing, namely Pokemon, but a bit of everything really. Lorcana, Digimon. I haven't got into Magic yet. Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't got back into. I used to be into it really big, but I've avoided that so far. The other thing is video games. Yeah. So I recently rehooked up my old consoles. So my PS2, my PS3, which annoyingly the power button is broken on, so I might have to replace that one and get it fixed somehow. And obviously I've got the PS5 that plays the PS4 and that, as well as the PC. So yeah, I've been doing a lot more gaming, and I got my old games out of storage as well. So I've got like all my PS2, my PS3, PS4, and some PS1 all out of storage, so I needed space for that as well. Hence the condensing. So yeah, things have changed a lot. So if there is a part of my collection you really want to see, like if you're interested in the video game side of things, let me know, and I could perhaps do like an overview, or I can go through my collection and we could talk about that, or trading cards. If you're into that kind of thing, let me know. At some point I do want to do videos around that as well, so we'll be doing like maybe card openings, pack openings. Eventually, if people on this channel don't like that, I may start a new channel for it, but it is going to be part of, well, Bristolian Dave, this channel, me. This is like a over-encompassed thing of everything to do with me, really. So if something does really well, I might split off into another channel, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's where my collection sits. What I'll do is I'll put up here, so you can see how the numbers of my collection before and the numbers after, so you can see exactly how much I got rid of as well. It's quite a lot. And yeah, this is the new way. So let me know what you think, guys. Have you ever gone for a big transition like this? Have you ever like changed up the way you collect? Another question is, have you got any other hobbies that you do apart from collecting physical media and obviously watching movies, TV shows? You got any other hobbies? I love hearing about people's hobbies. Even if I'm not into that hobby myself, it's always interesting to hear someone talk about a hobby with their passion. And the information they understand about it is really interesting to me. So yeah, if you have any other hobbies, do let me know, guys. But yeah, going forward, let me know what you'd like to see. All right, if it's purely the physical media stuff, let me know. If you want to see the gaming stuff, let me know. Trading card stuff, let me know. Soon I will be doing some streams on my channel. I may just do some chatting streams, but I also may do some video game streams where I'm playing video games. I did try and do Twitch, but I'm like, I think at the moment I prefer YouTube, so I'm gonna stick to the YouTubes. Stick to the YouTubes? That sounds weird. And go for now. But like I said, guys, it's good to be back. I appreciate every one of you sticking around. You're great, fantastic, and you're a proper babber. And I will I'll leave you there. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you next time. Cheers, me babbers.